Welcome back, folks. New Serene stable. Now we hit this stable super early in our game, and I never did anything. I said, this is a later video. And guys, it's a later video. So basically we're going to dive right in here. Now every stable's got a dog, every stable's got a well, and every stable has a picture. So first things first, go ahead and get the dog fed. And I didn't wait for the pink puff of smoke there, so that'll cost me an extra apple. Bro. He literally just tripped on 2 apples. They kind of walk around like they're at a dog show. Hey, if it works for you, it works for me. Alright, once your dog is fed, treasure chest should spawn right over here behind the well. Now, there's actually a couple chests here. I think they're both rupees. 20 is better than 0. Alright, since we're on the subject of well, might as well go ahead and dive right in. Oh, you might want your stealth clothes on here. There should be some tireless frogs. Oh, case in point, and he's already gone. He's already gone. I got the hiccups, guys. It seems to be kind of like a common theme here. Whenever I sit down and just relax and enjoy a little bit of, game time, hiccups. I learned to, stand back from explosions. It's always a wise choice. Okay, once the water level goes down, we should be able to access our chest. Pretty cool cave, this one. Alright, so since I lost my frog there's probably not going to be any more, but sometimes you can get lucky and get a respawn. It's probably missed more than it hits, but it never hurts to double check. So we got our dog, we got our well, and guys, there's a lot of loose lootables, usually at every stable, so take a moment, just kind of take a quick look around. Bundles of wood, etc. There's usually crafting materials for like axes and things like that. I'll go ahead and talk to Beetle here just to show you what he's got for sale. Alright, so finishing up with every stable has its quests. Go ahead and talk to the board once again. Now folks, if you're here and watching this video, welcome. But just in case you're wondering and you try to talk to that board there and there's a note, and it just won't let you do anything, you've got to do a regional phenomena before you can actually activate these. Alright, so that being said, this picture that he wants is actually right by the stable. So I just ascended twice and got up top side on my giant horse head here. And you probably just saw that flicker there, so that's a good picture. That's all he needs. So we don't have to go too far at all to satisfy that one. Some of them, they really make you hike for it. Case in point, that snowfield stable. Alright folks, so it probably feels like we're going backwards a little bit coming here and doing all this. But the main reason I wanted to wait on it was to, kind of really open up the whole glimpse thing and, the tiers and all that. So now before we get into that, I just want to go ahead and, clear up the local stuff here first. But yeah, I actually intended on doing this before the Tulin adventure. I really wanted to come back here and do all that before any regionals. But it kind of felt like that was a little bit out of order, especially with the, with the picture boards and stuff. So that's why I ultimately opted to do the Rito Village quest first. Alright folks, so that being said, we're actually going to cover 2 stables in this video. Reason being is this one really kind of makes you travel for it. Now, in our overall game, I have not actually taken you guys to the rainforest yet. I mean, briefly, we kind of hit the caves and stuff for some luminous stones, and Lionels and, fun stuff. But I kind of went off on my own and just pre-stamped the map. So I'm going to kind of hold it real still here for just a second or two so you guys can, you know, pause your videos if you need to. But all those cooking pots are the, what is that, the Mighty Bananas locations. So at some point I kind of broke away and just did some looting on my own because I really needed some, you know, some meals and ingredients to get those meals cooked. And, you know, I actually recorded that too, and I was like, you know, it's just kind of boring. I'm literally just running from one tree to the other to market. And I wasn't really doing anything else. I was kind of skipping the quests. So in my mind, I was just going to do like a Mighty Banana video, I guess. Kind of weird. But yeah, so anyway, it just kind of fizzled out, and I didn't feel confident in posting that video. So anyway, I just figured, you know, it was probably better if I was going to do a Mighty Banana thing to, you know, just do the quick map overview. And maybe I'll even put like a quick 2 or 3 minute video out, just the map, and that way people can search them that way. Alright guys, so enough babbling about that. If you haven't been here yet in your game, simply warp to this tower. Now there we have been. And then, you know, fly southwest. And, you know, you probably won't be able to quite make it all the way, but, you know, just kind of hit this pathway here, and that'll more or less take you right to it. Now it's actually up. It's not down on ground level where it used to be in the old game. You're going to actually have to climb to the top of the mountain here in order to access that one. Alrighty. Now, I've already kind of preluded, you know, got my bananas, but I'm sure they've already respawned by now, because it has been a while since I've been here. Wouldn't mind me some more shock fruits, though. I just can't help myself. I got 128 of the things, but, you know, 3 more never hurt nobody. Alright, guys, stable's right below. Now, just like in the good old days, there's lootables around here. And just like every other stable, you got your dog, you got your well. So I'll go ahead and get on that here ASAP. Alright folks, now just so you know, this dog is going to take forever walking around, and he's never going to actually take you to the treasure chest. Now there is a trick to this one. It's actually inside a cave. And, you know, the dog, I guess, just can't quite make his way over there. So, you know, at some point, the dog's going to take you all the way over here. And then, you know, more often than not, he'll either get stuck down here, or if he does kind of slowly make his way up here, he still won't, you know, get right into that cave. Now, he might actually point you to it, but honestly, if you don't know it's here, it is super easy to miss. You know, so, you know, even if the dog does make it all the way up here, you know, sometimes you can come up here, you know, just take a quick look around with your rune and be like, well, there's no chest, you know, what's going on? So that's the what's going on. Now, because this is a cave, I will go ahead and, you know, do my thing in here. And I recommend using an arrow for this one, because there's just not enough wiggle room in here to actually toss the bomb, as yours truly has, you know, found out more than one time now. And I got through that whole thing without taking any bomb damage. Go me. Durability! I already got me one of those for a rock hammer. Okay, so this one you really don't have to go too far out of your way for the bubble frog. It's a nice, quick, and easy one to grab. Alright folks, that's pretty much it for the cave. Easy peasy, one and done, and I will meet you back over at the stable. Okay, go ahead and show you the beetle. Okay, hightail lizards and sticky frogs, guys, so... You know, if you're a little bit short on either of those ingredients, this is a good spot to keep in mind to check periodically. You can also buy them. They're not terribly expensive, you know. Sometimes these critters are like 100. But, you know, 10 for the lizard's not bad. I'm actually going to scoop them up while I'm talking about it. Wow! I'll go ahead and grab them frogs, too. That'll just cut down on, you know, the need for farming later on. It's raining right now. I don't know if that's going to throw this whole thing off. So what I'm going to do just for right now is go ahead and talk to the board here. Get the whole picture thing going. Alright, so yeah, while it's raining, I'm just going to go ahead and do this real quick. Now, in case you guys have been following along with my videos, you probably just remember, you know, going to Snowfield Stable, and then, you know, we took the horse out, and then I went and did the whole pen quest, and I, you know, took the horse into that Gleecock fight. So I noticed when I went to take my horse out, I didn't see Cinnamon anymore. And honestly, I don't remember it dying, but it had to have, because it's just not here anymore. So what I had to do is go back to my little spot there for another 5-star speedster horse. And now I am riding not Cinnamon. So I'm not really sure, you know, I'll have to go back and rewatch that video real close and see if maybe, you know, it did die and, you know, it was in my field of view and I just didn't notice it happening. But yeah, I mean, that horse ran smack dab straight into that Gleecock and it didn't go anywhere, so it probably died there. So, this is actually a great time to demonstrate something I talked about many, many videos ago when we were in the depths. And I said, always keep a blueprint for this because you just never know when you might need to whip it out. Instant cover. You throw that bundle of wood right underneath the overhang here. Now, assuming, you know, it doesn't roll out, it should be just fine to light. Okay, go ahead and pass your time. Now, the reason I went through all that trouble was because the one out here in the stable, it's out in the rain, so, you know, you can't pass time there while it's raining. So, let's see, it's PM. Let's try morning, see what happens. Alright, nice clear weather. There we have it. Looks like I just got another pony point for that. Kind of curious to see what my reward is. Extravagant saddle. Moving up in the horse world. You know, I never take the time to play with these things in the walkthrough, so you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Why not? It's there, you know. Give it a little something something. Kind of looks like a circus horse now. So that feather is going to start irritating me, and not very long from now, and I'll be changing the horse's clothes, just so y'all know. Alright guys, so the whole reason I came here is this guy right here. Okay, now some folks have been chatting about this a long time ago about, you know, stones and gemstones and stuff. So there is something to this, but I'll get to that here in a moment. For right now, he kind of wants us to go across the way here, and there's these weird animals that he's pointing us towards. Okay, so once you're across the way here, go ahead and... Alright, so clearing our pen quest. So yeah, you know, it's funny because I was just saying at that other stable, I kind of liked how we didn't have to run very far for the picture, but then when you do the pen quest, you got to run really far away. So I guess that they kind of, you know, even each other out. Alright, so enough about that. Now notice the gemstone sitting on the table here. Go ahead and try to grab one. And then this is where she kind of explains that whole process. Alright, so once you get through that dialogue, it's pretty clear you gotta feed them luminous stones. Now, I don't like to do this yet. Reason being is I kind of like to hold back just a little bit until, you know, I've got my bone suit upgraded as far as I want it to be upgraded. Now, I normally don't upgrade it all the way to the top tier. You know, I really wish they were like 2 set bonuses. You get it up to the 2nd level, you know, you get the set bonus just like you always used to in Breath of the Wild. And then I wish when you got it up to the 4th level, there was a 2nd set bonus there with it. But it's just not the way they made the game. So anyway, yeah, luminous stones, guys. I only usually beef this thing up to the 3rd tier. You know, sometimes I might go over that for a piece or two, depending. You know, I just kind of play that with, you know, by ear with how I'm doing in my gameplay. But, you know, the best advice I can give for you is, for right now, until you know where that line is for you, you might want to hold off on doing this. You know, they are lucrative. You know, if you're in real dire need of something right now, you know, and that's more important than the luminous stone, go for it. Go ahead and pop one down, feed them, and I think you have to wait a day. I think it's like 24-hour high roll, and again, you can pass time for that, but just be aware it's not going to happen right away, so don't think, you know, you wasted all your luminous stones if nothing's happening. Alright, folks, so I got the map out of the way, I got the stable stuff out of the way. We're pretty much done here. Let's go ahead and head on back. Alright, and we are still not done here, believe it or not. I know we went on a massive tangent there, wrapping that quest up. Okay, I fed the dog. Now, this is something I did in an earlier video, and folks, I think it's called, like, Wild Horses 101 or Horse Catching 101. Real early in my playlist, you'll see it. It was, like, one of my very first videos when we came here to get, whatever his name is, Hestu. And I only did that because it was kind of like part of the horse theme. But that being said, you know, I can't really walk you through now. This thing is real touchy, and maybe that's actually why you're watching the video. So if that's the case, you know, please feel free to search my playlist to the beginning part of it, and you'll see that horse video. There is a trick to that, and I can't think off the top of my head now how I got it to work, but basically, if you're trying to hook that thing up with Ultra Hand, that's not what you have to do. You have to progress the quest line. And there's a trick to that. Again, you know, that you might find help in that video there. Oh, sweet, free elixir. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get Not Cinnamon back out. Actually, no, we don't need Not Cinnamon right now. Scratch that. What we have to do now is activate this whole Impa quest. And we do that via whatever old boy's name is here. Cato. Oh, he's using a phonics bow. Check him out. Long distance archer there. Alright guys, so quest marker. This one actually works. Of course, when you really don't need the quest marker, it works just fine. Okay, go ahead and talk to Impa here. She's going to ask you to fix the balloon. And the TotK icon will activate once you're inside the balloon. I still haven't figured out a way to light this without missing my ride. You know, I always end up catching myself on fire, so it's whatever now. Okay, so the quest marker stops working. They want you to find the tier, so you can actually see it from up here. And I don't know if that's going to come through on my channel. But looking at the creature, it's our right, his left eyeball. So now all you gotta do is hop on down. Go right to that eyeball there. And you'll see it'll start kind of changing when you get real close. That's why they're tough to find. You don't really know you're there until you're right on top of it. Alright, so after your cutscene ends, the quest will complete. Now, that's not the end of this. They're all over the map. I think there's 12. Just like in Breath of the Wild, it's kind of like the memories or whatever, where you had to go find where the pictures were. So yeah, for right now, I'm actually going to go ahead and break video. I kind of wanted to do this as part of it, but, you know, in case folks are just looking for quick help, I want them to be able to have that on this part of the quest line anyway. So yeah, we'll do the stable video in one, and then we'll do that quest on a separate series. So folks, I genuinely hope that helped you all out. If you wouldn't mind taking a moment to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And until the next time, best of luck and happy hunting.